Welcome back. Here's what's happening in your Week in Sports.
Week in Sports is brought to you by Jason Ernest at Mountain West Lawyers. Though Star Wars and sports don't always mix, yesterday provided Miami Marlins star Giancarlo Stanton the opportunity to show his Star Wars pride. Earlier in the day, while preparing for Miami's game against Arizona, Stanton posted a video on Instagram of himself in the practice room wearing a Chewbacca mask with the caption, "May the 4th be with you," from Chewie G. Later, when the Miami Marlins beat Arizona for their 9th win in their last 10 games, Giancarlo Stanton was visited by fellow players disguised as a monkey, a pig, and Jar Jar Binks. Trojans Golf won Boulder City at Mountain Falls Golf Course, which is a par 72 on Monday. The Trojans team carded a 412 to the Eagles 441. The Trojans are going into regional play on May 11th at Palm Valley Golf Course in Las Vegas. The top 3 teams will qualify for state along with the top 5 individuals. The second day of play will be at Sienna Golf Course in Las Vegas. The Pahrump Valley Speedway has recently made improvements to their track. These improvements are sure to make the quality of racing much better. They have put in new bank turns, new lighting, painting, and more. They are having races this Saturday night starting at 7 p.m. Racing on the track are the Mini Stocks, Bombers, Super Stocks, Dwarf Mod Minis, Coupes, Hobby Stocks, and the IMCA Modifieds. For more information, you can go to PaHrumpValleySpeedway.com. This has been your Week in Sports. I'm Noah Began for News 46.
And let's get the latest in today's world of entertainment.
In your entertainment this week, Desert Trip, the classic rock festival coming in the fall, has been dubbed Coachella for old people. The recently announced event has planned performances from Paul McCartney, Bob Dylan, the Rolling Stones, Neil Young, The Who, and Roger Waters of Pink Floyd. It's scheduled to run from October 7th through 9th at the Empire Polo Club in Indio, California. Indio is also the location of the popular Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival, which has led many to dub Desert Trip Coachella for old people, or Oldchella. 3-day passes start at $399 for general admission, with reserved seating going for as much as $1,599. Tickets go on sale Monday on deserttrip.com. Actress Christina Applegate is battling insomnia, revealing she averages just 3 hours a night. The 45-year-old star admits the sleep disorder has taken a toll on her health, personality, and well-being. Christina first started experiencing insomnia in her mid-20s, and she admits the birth of her daughter, Sadie Grace, in 2011 really upset her sleep patterns. Here are her rules to help her sleep: keeping her bedroom at a chilly 60 to 68 degrees, making sure TVs and cell phones are turned off, and even persuading her husband, Martin Lenoble, to use a straw when he drinks water in the night to cut down on the sound when he gulps. Will Ferrell has reportedly abandoned plans to play President Reagan after outcry over portraying the former world leader when he had dementia. The former Saturday Night Live cast member was set to star as President Ronald Reagan in the planned Reagan film. The story begins at the start of the ex-president's second term when he falls into dementia, and an ambitious intern is tasked with convincing the commander-in-chief that he is an actor playing the president in a movie. But the comedy project did not go over well with some who take exception to such a portrayal of Reagan, who had Alzheimer's disease in his later years. This has been your entertainment this week. I'm Alicia Cook for News 46.
Exercise and eating right is so important to people of all ages. Here are some tips from a local pharmacist for our seniors.
Some of the big tips that we have are absolutely eating healthier. I always admonish to my seniors, eat a colored palette. Go shop for colors, the dark greens, the reds, the yellows, squashes, yams. Those are always packed full of nutrients, just things that we're lacking in our diet today. Some of the other tips that I give are absolutely hydrating more. It's a big tip that we live in the desert. It's not rocket science, but we just don't drink enough. And some of the main attributing factors to that are just illness, the meds we're taking, decreased in kidney function. So I admonish all seniors to drink between 2 and 3 liters of water a day. That's roughly 8 to 12 cups a day. And just drink more and stay out of the heat, and don't go out between noon and 3, those kinds of things.
You mentioned things that we don't think about as ways to hydrate through food. Would you please give us a list of some of those?
Sure. So with our foods, some of those include melons, which are just packed full of the water content. So melons, celery, cucumbers, grapes, anything with that little burst of juice, that's where you want to go with. And that's an easy way to hydrate without even thinking about it. It's just by incorporating it into our diet.
Thank you, Justin, for those important tips for nutrition and hydration for seniors. This is Tonya Brum reporting for KPVM News 46.
We'll be back in just a moment with your weather with Noah Beacon.